So, let's do some boxing talk. So, there's not much going on in boxing right now. It's just some fights coming up. We just had a card the other night nobody really talked about. So, when I looked at those two particular female fighters, which was the headline, there's not too much buzz about them individually. So, this is just another thing where I remember someone asking me, do I think that boxing is going to change now because of what Turkey Al-Sheikh is doing? I think what Turkey has going on, whenever they put events on, boxing fans, true boxing fans, will more than likely tune in. Casuals, most more than likely won't. And pretty much, even if you're on Turkey's card, it's just one of these things, man, where if people don't have a big name, the fans don't really care. So even if the fans in attendance are caring, of the fans that are tuning in to watch it on, pay-per-view or whatever streaming apps or whatever the hell they got going on, it's the type of thing where it's for that audience. It's not like all of a sudden all of the people that's watching the NBA and watching the NFL and they're just all going to start watching boxing all of a sudden. It just doesn't work that way. So, that being said, y'all, there's not much going on in boxing right now. Just a whole lot of talk. And it's funny because every week I see something about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. It's really like, wow, they're still trying to push for this fight. And at the same time, we have like real fights that we want to see. That it's always like you have to twist someone's arm to, make them really want to fight. And whether it's a money situation, whether it's somebody's really scared but won't admit it, whatever it may be, let me say, it is what it is. If the fights happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. I'm really truly getting bored with boxing, honestly. As a sport, just as a whole, it's become extremely boring. It's watered down, and in all honesty, Turkey can't put everybody on the same card the same night. So it's a fight. It's a card by card basis, and it is what it is. So, in terms of boxing in general, it's not really much to talk about right now. So, Claressa Shields has her movie that's coming out. She's talking about that. And the funny thing about it is because she's still young, still active, it's like she's here. Usually that don't happen until a person is towards the end of their career. Certain people, like Muhammad Ali had his movie, but it's usually when they're like towards the end of their career or they've retired. So while she's still here on top, she's getting her movie. And hopefully it touched people in an inspiring way, and in the right ways, the positive ways. I don't care about all the star power stuff and all of the superficial stuff, all of the idolizing and all that stuff. No, that's not what I care about. And I'm saying, like, maybe, which is what most of it leads to with the majority of people once they become famous, and then the way people see them is like they're not human anymore. It's you're a star, can I take a picture with you? Oh my God, I can't believe it. Like now all of a sudden you're not human anymore. But hopefully it touched people in a positive way. In this era of time, people are always looking for fault in something positive, but something negative, it's all fun and games, and why not? It's good for boxing, whatever. So hopefully the movie does what it's supposed to do, and we'll see how things go. There's a lot about people that you don't know. You just look at, what goes on in the sport, which is all you really need to know. That's all we're here for, is to watch boxing and judge boxing. But now everything that goes on, people want to put in front of a camera. But at least in this sense, it's a movie based on her life. So she'll be here to be able to make sure that the movie's done where people are not just adding things into the movie just to add it, like with Eazy-E, or a Tupac or Biggie, somebody that's not here anymore. So we'll see what comes out of that. And on to something else. I saw a video of Donald Trump. Donald Trump was sitting with this Mexican family because their family was a soldier who basically is unalive now over here on American soil. And Donald Trump is sitting with his family saying, we'll I'll help you pay for the funeral. If you guys need me, just let me know. I'll even pay for the funeral. And they would, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, right? And all of a sudden, you see, there's a video of Trump. He's walking with someone, and you hear him say to the person, he says, so did they bill us, the family that lost the relative? And the guy goes, yeah, they billed us, sir. He's like, how much was the cost? He says $60,000. And Trump's response was, what, $60,000? It doesn't cost $60,000 to bury a fucking Mexican. That was his words. And you know what's so crazy about it is, I don't know that these people that were responding necessarily boxing fans or racist Ryan Garcia fans, but for those who are outraged and feel some type of way, I don't know why you're shocked about what Trump said. I don't know why you're shocked about it, because he's always been openly racist. But for these racist Ryan Garcia fans, you can't say a fucking thing. Doesn't matter what you say. You're the same people that was laughing at Devin Haney. Yeah, he got beat. He this, he that. Was denying everything that Ryan didn't cheat. You were trying to make justification for him and everything. Well, with all that being said, now when you see what's going on, Trump shows his true colors all the time. I mean, he stood there and played you guys out talking about, you guys know who Mickey Fax is. She's one of the hottest artists out. Well, she is a he. Trump the chump. Not a she. He's a he. He didn't even know who this artist was. So this is the whole, let's take somebody of every race that we can possibly get to stand up here and buck dance. So the people of that nationality, they will be persuaded to vote for me. That's all this comes down to. But, it's funny because then I saw where the video where Ryan Garcia is looking stupid, standing there throwing his little flurry punches in front of Trump, trying to impress him, showing him what he can do. And I'm just saying, it's crazy how people act like they don't see what's right in front of them. And then what's crazy is when people may not really be acting. They may really be that dumb. So for all of the I'm KKK, yeah, I'm anti-black, I hate niggas, I hate black people, yeah. Well, good. We don't like your ass either. But at the same time, the person who possibly may come president of the United States for the second time, this is what he says and how he carries himself. So when we talk about no class, no manners, and just being a lowlife, look at what the world is coming to. Look at the type of things that's happening. This is the same man before that said he could walk down the street with a loaded weapon and unalive someone and people would still vote for him. And the thing about it is he wasn't lying. And in comparison to him saying that, it's no different from Ryan Garcia running his mouth talking about, I don't care, roll up on me if you want to, I don't care. That last time I apologized was never. All of this nonsense. Teofimo Lopez with his racist comments, whichever monkey want the banana, You see, here's the thing. When I saw Keyshawn Davis talking to him, and I saw him, giving him a pass and all that, then he turns with Ryan, then he turns around and he's saying, as far as Teofimo, I don't know if I see what I might do, and y'all ain't gonna do shit. I mean, I know y'all beat the shit out of Teofimo's dad for saying the word nigga in y'all gym before. I understand that. But at the same time, these guys got that Trump mentality. They think they can just walk around. We know Ryan walks around with security now. We've seen him. How he used to freely just walk by himself. We know he walks around with security. We know he's no tough guy. We know he's not about no damn street life. A little nerdy kid with look like a damn 80 soap star, and now all of a sudden he's a thug, he's a tough guy. No, we know he's not about that life. But at the same time, the fact that, and it's not the fighters that he's worried about, it's people in the audience that he's more worried about. For him to say what he says, for Teofimo, any of them, like I said, since you guys are so racist against black people, Don't use it. No black fighter with a name that's already like a Tank Davis. They don't even need to fight these guys. Forget them. They're going to make money regardless. People don't have a problem handpicking who they want to fight anyway. Why help these dudes make money? It's one thing that will never make sense to me is how someone is openly racist towards you, and at the same time, if they were in a position where you needed them, they wouldn't be there to make sure that you make money. That's not the point. This is how fighters make their money, of course. We fight each other. But at the same time, for this guy to say the things he said, I feel like, for you to share the ring with him and allow him to be able to go home with millions of dollars off of you. And of course, we know racism has always been in boxing from the time from forever. But if your punk asses are going to sit back and say, well, racism has always been here, like as if, oh, well, just let it be. No, I get it. You don't like each other. That gives you more reason to go in there and fight, right? But race riots should have nothing to do with the sport with anything. It shouldn't even be a thing, but it is. And the fact of the matter is, race riots will cost people their lives, and on top of that, it's being overlooked and ignored just for the sake of making money. So, for these guys to say what they say and then, go to these gyms and have a black trainer and they're working with them, other black fighters working with them, if they have a bunch of racist people around them and that's who they roll with, let them do that. But as far as you helping them make some money, helping them to feed their racist families, because at the end of the day, who you think they're going to back up, you or their family? So no matter how wrong they are, you're not going to see them come out and complain and say anything. The only thing they're going to do is make a little, well, we don't condone it, oh, he's going through this, he's going through that. Listen, if you don't put your foot down at some point, you never will. And the very things that we complain about right now will always happen. And when they happen, it'll just be the same thing. Did you hear what that guy said? I can't believe it. So, yeah, you got to start somewhere. And I feel like right now with what's going on, and Teofimo seeing the situation that Ryan Garcia's in and still make this whichever monkey wants the banana, but then, I wasn't talking about all black fighters. That's like sitting here saying, hey, I can't stand you niggas. Hey, Aries, not you. You're different. Oh, thanks, John. No, it's not how it's going to work. That's not how that works. So, just wanted to give my thoughts on this. That's all I got for y'all now, and I will hit y'all back with some boxing talk.
This is a country where we speak English, not Spanish.
You're wrong, Donald. Though English may be the most widely used language in America, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, Spanish, Chinese, Tagalog, Arabic, and Vietnamese. The people also speak the native language here: Navajo, Yupik, Dakota, Apache, Kyrus, Cherokee, and other native languages.